Good morning. We'll call to order the February 18th, 2025 Board of Public Works and Safety. Board in front of you, you have the minutes from the February 4th regular meeting.
I'll move to approve those minutes.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Introduction of guests, Jericho Schoaf, Tyler Brandon, Jenna Roseberry. Welcome. Or Rosenberry. Welcome. Is there anyone in the public that would like to address the board? Is there anyone in the public that would like to address the board? Hearing none, we'll move on. Reports from department heads, building and planning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Our department's requesting approval of a one-time service agreement for the shredding of paper documents. Services will be provided by Stericycle Incorporated, in which they provide us containers for the collection of paper documents. Stericycle Incorporated will then pick up full containers and take to have shredded at their location. The cost of the services would be $1,134.
I'll move to approve the one-time shredding service with Stericycle in the amount of $1,134.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have IT.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
We have two items for the board today. The first one is our Cisco SmartNet renewal. That includes support for both the hardware and the software side of our switch and network environment. And that comes in at, I believe it's $173,205.98.
I will move to approve the Cisco SmartNet for IT and AES for $173,205.98.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion?
As I like to do, I think it's great that we see collaboration here. I know there's a lot that goes on in the City of Auburn departments. This is just one that is saving, just a smart collaboration, saving the City of Auburn money. So good job.
Yeah, it was nice for us too, because most of the networks entwine, but it also helps us just keep everything organized, so we're not chasing two different bills. It's great.
There's no other discussion. I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign.
The next one is for the city, the Verizon contract renewal, so for our phones and other mobile devices. There's new rates in there. I believe like everything, things have gone up. So it also includes our new public safety options for police and fire. So all that's included in this new contract. It's just to keep a business with Verizon, to keep using them as a provider. And these are just their new rates.
Okay, can you give me the total cost on that?
There is no total cost. This is just our renewal for doing business with, I believe.
Okay, so I will move to approve the Verizon contract renewal.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? I will add that with the purchase of the Cradle Points, that's about a $28,000 credit we'll see over the next 24, 36 months, correct?
I believe so, right, Chief?
That number again?
The 28,000 in credits
Credits.
over the next 24 months, I think, right?
12 months.
12, okay.
12 months.
So that is one thing that's not reflected there. Okay. There's no other questions or discussion. I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign. Thank you. Nothing from AES this morning. That brings us to Human Resources.
Good morning.
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 I'm requesting, it's a two-way agreement through Delta Dental and Paycom. So Paycom can send benefit information to Delta Dental on behalf of us. This is part of the agreement that we had signed last meeting for Paycom to do the benefits for us. So I just need this agreement signed.
I'll move to approve the agreement between Delta Dental and Paycom.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nothing from city attorney. Brings us to city engineer.
Morning.
Morning.
Just have one item this morning. This would be asking Board of Works approval for the mayor and clerk treasurer to sign a formal letter. This is to the DeKalb County Drainage Board and the DeKalb County Auditor. This is in regards to the John Ketchum Drain reconstruction. The city and county united, collaborated to affect the reconstruction of that drain. There was an intergovernmental agreement established, and part of that was the city was to pay 100% of the design fees to Foresight Consulting. The city did transfer the money in full to the county. When it was all said and done, there was an excess of $15,460. This letter would authorize the county, by the way, there was a negative balance on that drain of, what is the total, $9,958.91. It was our thinking, and the county said that would be okay for us to use a portion of that remaining excess funds to pay that negative balance, and then reimburse the city the remaining amount of $5,501.09, and that's what we would like to do with this letter.
I will move to approve the John Ketchum Drain Reconstruction Project letter and have the excess funds pay off the credit or the negative balance tied to it with the reimbursement back to the city. You want any dollar amounts on that, Lori? You did a good job of saying them.
Second.
Yeah, we have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nothing from the clerk. Brings us to fire.
Good morning.
Morning.
Requesting your approval to renew an annual service and support agreement with Fire Programs. This is our fire department records management system software. Cost is $3,190.
I'll move to approve the annual agreement with Fire Programs for the amount of $3,190.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign.
Second item, requesting the board's acceptance of specifications and authorization to accept quotes for the fire department training facility outbuilding on our new training expansion site.
I'll move to accept the specifications and authorize accepting quotes for the training facility outbuilding.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nothing from the mayor, nothing from the parks. That brings us to police.
Good morning.
Morning.
Auburn Police Department is requesting approval to update SOP 6.6, which is mental health detentions. This is due to a change in the Indiana state statute.
I'll move to approve the mental health detention SOP update.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same. Thank you.
Thank you.
Brings us to street.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Street Department solicited quotes for the crushing of our concrete back at the city dump. We received one quote from Miller Excavating at $11.15 per ton, one from Tim Knott at $9.85 per ton, and then Clifford Aggregate with a no bid. I would recommend that we award this bid to Tim Knott for the $9.85 per ton.
I will move to approve the awarding of the concrete crushing to Tim Knott Excavating for $9.85 per ton.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any other questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign.
Thank you.
Brings us to electric.
Good morning. Auburn Electric has 4 items for the board's consideration today. Okay. First item is the board to request or to accept the deed of easement for 721 Greenhaven Terrace.
I'll move to approve the deed of easement with 721 Greenhaven Terrace.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign.
Our second item is another request to accept the deed of easement for 747 Greenhaven Terrace.
I'll move to approve the deed of easement with 747 Greenhaven Terrace.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any other questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign.
Our third item is, again, accepting another deed of easement for estate parcel 170632, 128, 002, and 001.
I'll move to approve the deed of easement with the state parcel.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? And just make it clear, this is for that underground work.
Over at the hotel, Auburn Hotel facility.
There's no other questions or discussion. I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign.
And then our last item is the 2025 spring tracker new rates. So we will have the demand tariff will be 0.009683 per kilowatt hour, and the energy tariff will be 0.016407 per kilowatt hour.
I will move to approve the 2025 spring tracker.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nothing from water this morning, nothing from WPC. Next regular Board of Works meeting is Tuesday, March 4th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Is there any other business to come before the board?
I'll move to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye.